Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's good to be here. I hope you're doing well. We are continuing on with our playthrough of another Farm Roguelike. This is episode 3. We're jumping back into the farm today. And this is kind of where we left off, right? So we have some pumpkins going on here. We were making some chocolate chip cookies with our fine goods here from the furnace and the mill, respectively. We added some honey and definitely going to get some honey production. Kind of going all in on pumpkins here. We have a new week before us with shamanism in effect. It's not really going to affect us too much. I don't really envision too many totems yet, at least anyways. We have upgrades tomorrow. And we have the terrifying rat plague here in the middle of the week. I'm really terrified of that, especially looking at all of our crops. So I'm going to try to get, I think, as many of my plants picked and sold, or at least in my inventory, before the rat plague hits. And then we can plant, you know, the following day. We can plant additional plants. So that's kind of the goal here. I also think we're stationed pretty well to make some jam, right? So apple, orange, and berry jam for sure. So we can get some jars rolling as well. Let's check out the shop first and foremost, though, and let's definitely grab some coal. Of course, we do owe 17 grand by the end of the week here. So that's kind of what we're looking at. If you are new here and you're enjoying the content, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. We'd love to have you aboard the community. We play fun games like this great game here. Play some other games too, like tarot cards and other, you know, roguelike type games that are made popular, you know, by other content creators here on the great YouTube spectrum. So yeah, if you're enjoying the vibes, feel free to join the community. Love to have you. So let's grab some coal. I mean, coal has been a pretty frequently shorted thing to us. We can do a lot with it as well, including, let's make some more chocolate, right? Definitely want to stock up on that. I envision putting a lot of energy forth to get some apples and oranges. In fact, we have a nice stack of apples here. So why don't we do this? Let's craft some jars. Let's get 8 jars. Let's grab some honey. Get a nice 21 honey there. Tremendous. And let's take a look. So we can make 2 of these. Make 1 of these. And how are they selling? That is the question. 178. Tremendous. Compare that to the apple juice, right? This is obviously the way to use your apples and oranges. The orange is kind of middling. Let's just see how many we can actually make. We have a stack of apples and oranges in our hand, and there's plenty of fruit trees around us. So let's go ahead and just start chopping some of these down. Goal is to get some apples. Probably add some cocoa as well. And then we're going to want to make sure we get some sugar going as well, because we're out of sugar. Yeah, we are. So why don't I take care of that right now? Some more chocolate chip cookie action. All right. So that'll free up an inventory slot. Let's go ahead and sell the tree seeds. And let's get some more apples. Energy's still looking good. So if you remember in the video, so it would have dropped this morning. So this is Monday. Today's Monday when I'm recording this. So if you remember, I had a phenomenon where I tried to upgrade my tools, right? And it wouldn't let me, even though I had all the resources necessary. Well, thanks to Logan. Logan, you know who you are. Thanks, man. He's a frequent commenter and viewer on the channel. I really appreciate him. But he had pointed out that I had a full inventory, and that's why I couldn't upgrade my tools. So just keep that in mind. It wasn't a glitch. It was an oversight by yours truly, which certainly happens sometimes. And I appreciate your fine explanation on that, Logan. So we got a bunch of jam now. Absolutely. In fact, what we can do is, well, our furnaces are all kind of occupied. We could build more furnaces. I don't necessarily love that idea, though. Let's check sell prices for things. I mean, copper, iron. How's this jam looking? 178. I mean, that's pretty good. So let's sell that. Orange jam, 152. That's decent enough. I think we can wait on these juices a little bit more. The orange juice is literally at the very bottom. We have some sugar. So let's go ahead and get some chocolate chip cookies rolling as well. Definitely a staple of our farm here. And how are these selling? Selling low end as well. So we're going to just keep those in place where they're at. And I think what I'll do is I'll create like a little row right here. Third row, we're kind of waiting for the price to increase on some of these items. Alright, have some seeds, have some honey. The raw honey actually sells pretty good too. Getting plenty of that per turn. But I'm going to hold on. I'm going to make a stack of the honey as well. So let's go with that. And now let's address our pumpkins here. So let's get these picked where possible. And let's hope we get a decent sell price on these. That would be great. Alright, we're all good on the pumpkins. How are they selling? Selling for top dollar. You love to see that, folks. So we're going to go ahead and split 4 of these. Whoops. Very finicky is the slider bar for sure. Alright, divide it. Let's sell this for some lovely profit of 2 grand. Let's pop our pumpkins in here too. Get some more seed action going on. Let's get our wheat turned into flour as well. It almost feels like, doesn't it feel like we need some more furnaces? It kind of does. So let's go ahead and add a few more furnaces. Need 20 stone. We have 13. Let's take care of that. There's 4 and 4. Perfect. All right, so let's build another furnace here. You bet. All right. So let's get some more glass so we can keep with the jam production as well. No coal, of course. Don't want to go too crazy in the shop, but it's a good source of coal for sure. All right. Now let's continue gathering. Let's continue gathering apples. Make some of that nice apple jam. Convert that into a good revenue stream for us. So, announcement here, folks. I did put a community post out there acknowledging the plans to have a live stream this coming Wednesday. Now, that is Valentine's Day. Completely understand if you have other plans. Not a problem at all. However, if you do not have plans, 7 o'clock Central Time here. Pop on in. Say hi. We're going to be playing, be streaming one of the games we play here on the channel. I do have a poll up on the channel. Be sure to take a look at that and place your vote for what game we should be playing. Definitely open to playing whatever you find folks would like. You just let me know. Use the poll to vote. And if you can make it, excellent. Would love to see you in the live stream. So that'll be going down again this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Central Time, that is. I just remembered here. Why don't we conserve some energy? I almost failed to replant my fields here. Although, let's think about this. So if we go pumpkin here, the rat plague is going to destroy us, right? Plus, I'm out of energy. So I think what we can do is we can buy a few seeds. I don't want to go with pumpkins. I want something that grows fast. Rat plague. So if we plant it today, it'll be 1, 2. So we need something that grows in 2 days, essentially. Parsnips seems to be the choice. So we can get a few parsnips. Otherwise, we can just kind of hold off. What about these white beets? 4 days. So my assumption is, and of course I've never experienced rat plague before, but my assumption is they destroy crops whether they're grown or not, right? So we'll have to kind of see what happens. A little terrifying though, for sure. Sell the tree seeds, and I think we're good to end our turn there. So let's go ahead and end our turn. Alright, day 2. What do we have here? Dandy, close value plus 20%. Interest. Day ends immediately. Next week you will get 3 upgrades. Okay. Gathering Freak. Trees, bushes, rocks, ores give 1 more resource. I think that seems pretty good, right? Could also re-roll it looks like. Gathering Freak. Let's be a freak of gathering for sure. Had to get a little sip of water there. All right. We have some more pumpkins. So let's get these down right away. With the pending rat plague, it's kind of hard to plan exactly what to do. I mean, 50% of your crops, like that's a lot, right? How are pumpkins selling? Low end. That's not good. Let's grab some more seeds, though. Let's divide out this stack. Don't know why it has to be so finicky. And let's hold on to that for sure. Let's seed our pumpkins here. Get some more flour. Throw some wheat in here as well. And we have some sugar and we have some chocolate as well. Definitely want to check the prices of chocolate chip cookies, but let's make some more first. All right, plenty more chocolate chip cookies. Selling for 96. Again, it's very low end, so we're going to hold on to that. Orange juice, also low end. Apple juice, pretty good. I think we can sell the apple juice now, for sure. So let's do that. That's a nice grand in our hand. And we have some glass here. 27 units of glass. This is going to go really well. So we can make 11 units of apple jam, provided we have the honey. So let's make 11 jars. Boom. All right, how's this selling? Very low end. All right, so we're going to wait on that as well. Gotta love having the flexibility of backpack space, I suppose you could say. So you can hold on to things. You don't have to sell them just to get them out of your inventory. Alright, so let's do this. We have more glass available to us, so we can continue to... And we have more honey too. So we could, in theory, make 6 more... units of jam, which I think is a good idea. I've got some oranges just kind of sitting in my inventory here. There's 5 right there. So let's go ahead and get another jar crafted. Whoops. And let's craft up some orange jam as well. That'll clear out the inventory of that spot that the orange was taken. Selling a little low end as well, so let's just hold on that too. And then I'm seeking more apple trees. Or I suppose we could transition into oranges, but looks like we have plenty of apple trees around. In fact, why don't we get the coal going too? All kinds of coal with our mines. You love to see that. Let's check the shop. More coal in the shop. Also love to see that. And let's get some apples. Convert it into jam. Whoops, hit the wrong tree there. Doesn't look like it wants to let me target that tree, which is kind of interesting. Oh, that's because I have the pickaxe selected. Silly me. That one's on me, folks. Admittedly, this game feels a little less buggy than like a tarot cards, right? That's because you're doing manual tasks, right? Not necessarily... Depending on automatic routing, right, of your products to the structure. If you don't know the game of tarot cards, that's another one that we play here on the channel. It's another little charming farming type game. But you're playing cards and you're kind of building out islands instead. I know a lot of you folks are well aware of tarot cards. But for those of you that aren't, it's definitely a fun game. It's in early access right now. You should certainly check it out if you like these kind of farm sim games. Alright, we have plenty of apples now. 70 apples. That is a mighty stack of apples. So let's make 4 more jars. 4 more units of jam. Or sorry. Takes 2 honey. Alright. That's fine. We'll have happy bee, so plus 1 honey next turn. That'll allow us to really just go nuclear with our honey production. In fact, what we can do is let's get more bee houses, right? Why not? A day before we get a boost of honey, let's build 8 more of them. And as long as I have the energy to build these things, which I may or may not, just taking advantage of what the game gives us here, folks. Looks like we're just going to have enough energy. Alright, that is energy well spent, I must admit. So let's get some stuff in the furnace here. We have plenty of coal. Definitely need more glass. As far as sugar goes, we have 34 units. I want to get some more of that white beetroot going, but I don't want to lose my crop to the pending rat plague. So we kind of have to navigate that carefully. So what can we do in the meantime? Let's process our gold here. Can always sell the gold bars if we need to. And let's just get more glass. Alright, we exhausted all of our coal. Tremendous. Alright, what are we looking at? We have a few bits of energy left. Got all kinds of fish there. Sturgeon is selling for high end right now. We have 2 jars. So why don't we go ahead and get sturgeon pickling. Carp selling high end. We can sell that. Sardine selling pretty high end as well. So let's sell that. I'm going to save our glass for additional jam for sure. Alright, that about wraps up this day here. Let's see. Yeah, we're all out. Alright, just one more tree, right? Excellent. Alright, bring on the happy bee. We could take advantage of this too for a fish frenzy day. Why not? Alright, tons of honey. Got all kinds of stuff here. So let's go with the glass first and foremost. Solid, what is that, 63 units of glass. You love to see that. Looks like our fields are corroding away, which is okay. Can always get those back in. Parsnips selling right in the middle. Not really gaining too much by holding on to those. Tomorrow is Rat Plague Day, which is terrifying. But we're going to get our fields back online tomorrow. I want to see how effective the rat plague actually is. Pickled sturgeon, selling for mid. Pickled carp, selling for high. So let's go ahead and sell that. Orange jam, again, selling for mid. Apple jam is at its maximum. So this is the time to make some jam for sure. And we have a large stock of apples. 59 units of honey. So we can make 12 units. So let's start there. Alright, that is all of our apples. And literally all of the apples on the farm. So we could always transition into orange jam. But this is gonna be a nice sum right here. 5 grand. You love to see that. What about the orange juice? It's been sitting in here for a while. It's 3 units. Let's sell it. Cookies are very high end right now too, which is great. So let's sell the cookies as well. Boom, another 1,500. How about the pumpkins? Low end still. Pickled sturgeon could certainly be a little bit spendier before we sell it. So let's just hold on to that. Spend the rest of our time here getting some... Let's get some more cocoa. I want to keep that chocolate production strong. Alright, 33 units. No coal, of course. Alright, let's see if we can't buy some coal. Let's see if there's some coal up here. Yeah, we got a few units of coal here. Let's mine this out. And a few more as well. Let's get some stone too. If not, just to clear up some space. Alright. More stone is ours. So now, let's get some more chocolate rolling. Lovely. 3 coal remains. We've got plenty of glass. Don't necessarily need that. We have tons of honey too, so I think what we can do here is transition into orange jam. So let's start chopping down some orange trees. Gotta love those oranges for sure. I'm getting plenty of them. We have 135 pumpkin seeds. I guess what we can do... I don't want to run out of wheat. We're kind of lagging behind on flour. So why don't I go ahead and... I actually don't even need to do that. What am I thinking here? What I want to do is I want to build another one of these windmills. There's no excuse to be lagging behind with flour production, given we can get so many units per turn. So 2 windmills, a bunch of wheat. We're going to get some more wheat seeds next turn when the rat plague hits, right? And it appears like we're going to lose some pumpkins here for sure. Let's pick as many that we can. We're going to lose some white beets too. I don't like that. That's not good. Alright, so oranges now. Tree seeds. Sell those. Coal. Alright, so we have a little bit of energy left. Really interested to see, well, kind of terrified to see what rat plague does, actually. It can't be good, but we'll see how much it actually affects us. And in the meantime, let's just gather some more oranges. What do you say? Alright, energy's gone, and we're looking good here. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. Day 4, and you hear the chattering of the rats. Yikes. Look at this. Get out of here. Oh, they drop rat tails and rat fur and stuff, too. Okay. Hey, get out of here. Scram. Okay, so a bunch of rat tails. Doesn't this guy need a rat tail? Yeah, he does. And what are the rat tails actually used for? Alchemy. Okay, well, let's turn this in. Okay. We'll take that. Milk. Jar filled with milk. What can we do with the milk? Sugar and flour makes donut. Okay. Did not know that. Chocolate soup. Anybody ever have chocolate soup? What's your opinion of chocolate soup? Sounds rich. Milk soup. Didn't even know that was a thing. Milk soup, huh? Alright, so 3 glass, and we have 6 units of milk. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Sells for decent. So let's sell that for sure. Pickled sturgeon is still kind of middling. It's only 1 unit though. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of not worth holding on to. So let's sell it. And let's get our fields back in order. Let's make that our top priority here. So let's recultivate the land. Those darn rats, man. I tell ya. Wasn't sure what to expect, but now I know. We still have some crops remaining, of course. So it's not as catastrophic as it could have been if I had completely full fields, right? But that's definitely one of those events you gotta watch out for. Especially if you're playing as the farmer, right? So let's just reinvest in our fields here. Let's show them some love. Alright, we're all dug up. Let's get these things watered. White beet seed. Can I buy some more of those? I definitely want some more of those. Let's get some coal too. Let's roll through this. More white beet. More coal. We have some wheat seeds as well. Let's grab some flour. Let's get our wheat in the mills here. Let's get some more white beets for sure. Okay. In fact, why don't we get a few more? Let's get some amber waves of grain. And let's do pumpkins with the rest. I do like the kind of quick farming aspect of this game, right? Like you can literally just hold down your cursor and drag it across. You can hold down the right mouse button and drag it across as well to collect resources quickly. Definitely a nice feature with this game. All right, we have a ton of chocolate. We're going to be able to make a bunch of chocolate chip cookies here. So let's go ahead and do it. Boom, 17 chocolate chip cookies. And we are held down by our sugar production, which we're addressing here in the next few turns. Chocolate chip cookies are kind of selling for their middle to low price, so let's hold on to them. Let's get some more honey here. Look at all of that honey. I love me some honey. Honey and peanut butter, it's like... that is like the combination, if you ask me. One of my favorite combos. Absolutely delicious. Very rich. Alright, so what do we have? We have oranges. We have plenty of honey. Let's make some jars. In fact, why don't we, before we kind of embark on this, let's check for coal. None. And here's a bit. Let's grab some of that coal. And then let's go and grab some more oranges. Apple and orange jam. What's your favorite kind of jam, folks? I would have to say mine would be raspberry. I like the seeds, right? The raspberry seeds that kind of linger in the overall mixture. Pretty tasty stuff. I know that there's all kinds of different types of jam, though. You know, you got apricot, right? I mean, basically, you can turn any kind of fruit into a usable jelly or jam. Speaking of that, what is the difference between a jelly and a jam? Does anybody know? I do not. But we're all about knowledge here on this channel here, folks. And the culinary delight that is jelly and jam is something that we should all get educated a little bit more on. Someone please enlighten me. Alright, we got tons of pumpkins. We have just a crazy amount of oranges. In fact, we need like one more to make it a 120, which is a number that's divisible by 5. So now, of course, we have 121. But let's do some quick math here. So 50 is 10. 100 is 20. So 24. We need 24 jars. $24 jars. There we go. Let's get some orange jam. Boom. And there we are. 25 units of orange jam. It's selling for low, though, unfortunately. And then next we can do... I mean, we have a bunch of oranges left. Looks like the berries are kind of scarce. So once we sort of exhaust all the fruit from the trees, I suppose we could plant fruit trees again. I always sell my tree seeds, but we could certainly start stocking them up. There's no harm in that. Definitely something I'm considering for sure. As far as our furnaces here, we could really use some more beetroot or white beetroot for the sugar. We're working on that. It just has to grow. So why don't we stock up on some fish in preparation for the big day tomorrow. My goodness, you get a lot of fish. That's crazy. Let's sell this raw iron here. Sell the raw copper too. This guy will give us 10 fish for 40 wood. Yeah, you bet, pal. We'll take that. Bullhead. Medium rare fish. So these are going to sell for an extra 7. I wonder, does the canned fish sell? Or is it just, you know what I'm saying? Or is it just the raw fish? I guess we'll have to kind of get there and find out. What does this guy want? What is that anyways? Cheese soup. Okay, yeah, we don't have the means to make cheese. Alright, our energy's all out. Can't fish any further. Have a few ticks left, and I think that's okay. What do we want to do? Make some more glass? Yeah, we can make some more glass. How are we doing for coal? 9 units left. Be good to write about with that. And let's end our turn. Well, let's chop down a cocoa tree. If we can. We sure can. Let's see. I kind of do want a stack of those tree seeds. I think they could be useful to us. So let's sell our lone orange here. Grab the tree seed. Let's call that one a day. Day 5 now here, folks. And this is the fish frenzy. So we're going to see increased prices on these fish. The red mullet is selling at the very high end right now. That's great. If anybody knows if the canned fish products see a price increase as well, do let me know. I'm assuming that it doesn't, but please let me know. Cookies selling for low end. Pumpkin selling mid. Orange jam selling for very low as well. That's not good. And what do we have here? So it looks like we have our beetroot ready to come up. This is great. Some sugar. Let's get all this as well. Anything ready to come up over here? Get a few of those. Let's get some holes dug here. Looks like we have a lot of wheat planted. So let's go ahead and get some more beets down. A few more pumpkins too, of course. Let's mill up some more wheat. More pumpkins. Let's get some honey. Love that honey. Glass and sugar and chocolate. All nice things. Okay, let's make some more chocolate chip cookies. Can make a few. Excellent. Need some more sugar. And we're going to make sure we get that this turn. See if we can get some coal. We sure can. Let's get some more coal. Let's check the northern reaches. We've got some coal up here too. Tremendous. Lots of coal here. Love to see this. All right. Let's get the crops watered with our diamond water can, which is just mighty. We have 43 units of coal. This will translate well to sugar. So let's go ahead and get this rocking. Looks like you can left click and just hold down, and it will throw them all in there for you, provided you have the resources. It's a nice little feature. Sell the earthworm. So we're gonna have tons of sugar next turn, excuse me. So that's good. We're getting a fishing frenzy buff here. So it kind of feels like, you know, all the work's done. We have plenty of energy left. Why wouldn't we just go crazy fishing here? Right? Why not? I really wanted to do that anyways. Wow, look at all of that. And it all kind of stacks up into one too. What is this? 45 sardines. So if that gets up to 17, halibut selling low end as well, of course. Red mullet selling decent. How about the carp? I don't really want to be holding this stuff in my inventory anyways, so sturgeon selling very low end. There's a lot of fluctuation with the sturgeon price, so I'll hold on to this. But we earned 10 grand selling fish. Tremendous. And our energy's gone. Fields are tended to. Everything's watered up. Furnaces are rolling. Good spot to end the day here. Tough touch. Destroying resources takes 15 gold. Not sure what that means exactly. Maybe chopping down trees? I don't know. But let's move on to the next day. Looks like we have a pumpkin harvest here, folks. This is great. Let's get some seeds. Let's get some flour. Let's get some sugar as well. A lot of sugar here. 72 units of sugar. We, of course, can repurpose that directly into cookies. All right, 36 cookies, and they are selling top end here today, folks. So we're going to be able to make a nice profit off this. $4,800. You love to see that. Pumpkins are selling for pretty good today. Sturgeon, I think, in retrospect, given that the event is gone, let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and pickle them, huh? Why not? It's a more valuable product. Orange jam, selling for high end as well. This is great. In fact, what can we do? There are a few more orange trees here. But I'm curious to see. Does this cost me 15? Yeah, it does. Okay. I think we can make our profit back if we just target oranges. So let's just be careful. But let's get some more oranges and let's make some more orange jam, given that it's selling where it's selling at today. 15 gold isn't that crazy. If it was something like 100 or 200, I'd be much more hesitant, but this is alright. So what I'm finding in this game is you have, obviously you have a lot of flexibility to kind of choose which products you want to go with to make yourself money. Interesting that we're taking the direction we're taking. I think we're going with items that have good sell value, and it's working for us so far. All right, 56 oranges, so that is 11. So let's make 11 jars. Let's go ahead and craft this into some more orange jam. I believe that is all the oranges on the farm. Yeah, it is. So let's go ahead and just sell the orange. And let's sell the orange jam. $210 per unit. 7,500. Love to see that. Beautiful. All right, need more chocolate, or more cocoa, I should say, to make some more chocolate. So I think that's a good candidate for the furnace for sure. Don't really need any more seeds. Grab some tree seeds. Definitely get all of the coal. Give me all of the coal for sure. And here's some more coal up here. This will probably cost 15. Yeah, it does. So everything you do except fishing costs 15. It kind of feels like. All right, let's harvest these pumpkins. Luckily, this doesn't cost 15. We'd be broke in a heartbeat. All right, everything pretty much harvested around here. Right, we're looking good. Let's dig up some holes. You know, just like that one book, and I believe movie featuring Shia LaBeouf, right? You gotta go digging those holes, right? Remember they rolled out a song for it? Anybody remember that? A song, and it was starring Shia LaBeouf, which is kind of funny. And he was like a Disney guy, I believe. That's how he got his start. At least as far as I remember. It was a long time ago. But it was a book. Don't really remember the details of it. Pumpkins. How are they selling? They could be better. They could be worse, but they could be better. I think I'll hold on to them. I'm not really in a rush to sell them. And what else are the worms good for? Because I'm getting a lot of them. I just kind of automatically sell them. But anybody who knows this game maybe a little more intimately than I do, let me know. I'd be happy to hear your perspective on the worms. It says they're for alchemy, right? And that just in general kind of turns me off. But am I missing something here? I know you can put them in fishing traps. I think I'd like to do a run as a fisherman in this game as well. That seems fun. Just kind of see how many fish you can catch in a day. And then go ahead and either sell the fish or pickle them or, you know, do a variety of other things. I'm sure there's other things you can do with fish. I'm not sure of that, but it feels like maybe you can. I'm sure you can like cook them and so forth. In fact, what if I put a fish in a furnace? With a little coal. I'm gonna try it. Alright, look at all that. Red mullet. So let's try it. Hey, look at that. You can cook the fish. Interesting. It's not necessarily a combination that is revealed to you, but used to burn and cook is the detail about the furnace. So, learn something new today here. And it just makes coal just that much more valuable, right? Alright, so let's get some more chocolate made. For sure. We have chocolate for days now. How are we doing for sugar? 40? Yeah, so let's go all in on chocolate here. No more coal. Alright, let's get everything watered up. Looks like we failed to do that. Hopefully we have enough energy. Looks like we just barely do. Tremendous. Alright, this is looking good. Alright, let's call it a day there. A whopping $17,000 comes out of the coffers here, folks. But we have completed the bill paying portion of yet another week here. Pickled sturgeon. How's this selling? It's selling at top dollar. So let's sell it. Pumpkin has come back down to earth. Looks like we have some baked fish here. Okay. That's another resource. Baked sardine. Baked red mullet. Baked halibut. Baked sardine selling for good. Don't necessarily want to hold on to it. If we had a big stack of them, I suppose. Maybe I'll hold on to the baked red mullet for now. For the time being, though, let's make ourselves, you guessed it, some more cookies. But let's get our flour first. Let's rock and roll making some more cookies. 20 cookies. And how are they selling? pretty close to top dollar. But I don't think we necessarily need to offload them right now. We're not really pinched on inventory space. We of course need some more white beets and sugar. So let's see if we can't find some coal that we're always hurting for. I've definitely got to get this stone mined out of here so we can get room for more coal. So let's spend some energy doing that. Gaining some stone in the process for sure. All right. Before I go too crazy here, though, looks like we have a wheat harvest coming up. So why don't we tend to the fields first? Can always spend the rest of my energy mining that stuff away, but these are the priority things that we have to do here. So let's get the fields dug. You know, Shia LaBeouf digging some holes for sure. Sell the earthworms until, of course, this fine community tells me that I'm making a huge mistake. And then I'll reflect back on like the 300 worms that I've sold so far. How are we doing? We have 88 pumpkin seeds. Yeah, why don't we throw some of this in there? And then let's plant some more of this beetroot. The white beetroot, that is. Let's make some sugar. Let's just keep this rolling. I think for wheat, we're doing pretty good. So let's add more pumpkins. Get a nice little harvest before tax day next week. Alright, so we have 5 coal. Don't want to go too crazy re-rolling in the shop. But I do want to clear some of this out. And folks, we have spent 10,000 energy. What is the reroll? $400? Yikes. Just like in tarot cards, it's going to get out of control. So you can actually go to the black market, huh? Interesting. What else can we potentially unlock here? Rough minerals, ruby, sapphire, emerald for 10k. You can get more shop slots for $1,000. That seems like a good purchase. More opportunity to get that coal. And of course we did. So let's go ahead and make some sugar. No coal, we are reminded. Alright, need sugar. Chocolate chip cookies, holding on to those for a better sell price. There's nothing else really here to turn into jam. I mean, there's a few berries, right? So I think maybe pickling our fish. Hey, a few apple trees left as well. Either that or... why don't we do this? Let's be Johnny Appleseed, huh? No, I just gotta remember to water these. Can already see myself forgetting that. Alright. Looking good. I think we can sell the wheat seeds. Don't really need those. We're doing fine. Baked red mullet. What are we holding on to that for? We have plenty of glass. We're kind of rebuilding the forest here. So I think a fine thing to do would be to use some of our glass on pickling, right? Pickled fish. I think that's a fine solution. Iron. Selling low end right now. So let's move that down to that row. Not sure what I'm going to do with the rat products yet. Alright, furnaces are a-rolling. The fields are watered. Everything's looking good. And we're going to close out the week right here, folks. Next day. Alright, week 4. I believe this is the final week. We have to make 35 grand. This is the final week. So let's take a quick peek at what we have going on here. So we have lazy bee. Bee houses only give honey on even days. Oh, these crows. Look at that. How about that? The crows even eat the tree saplings? That doesn't seem right to me. But yeah, this is the final week, I believe. So 35k. Gotta make another 20 grand. We have quest day. Obviously, we get an upgrade here tomorrow. Full bottle consumable gives 1 more stack. Okay. Bungler. For every item collected from a building, take $50. Definitely got to be careful with that. Honey Frenzy. Honey price plus $10. I think I know what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to just stockpile honey and let it loose on the Honey Frenzy day for sure. Anti-Forager. -1 resource when destroying objects. Okay. And then it's payment day. For quests, we have a coal reward for some rat fur. That's excellent. In fact, why don't we just turn that in right now? In fact, that's tremendous. You love that. This guy wants some beetles, and he'll give us cheese. Not sure how to get the beetles. And then polished stone for 40 cocoa. I believe you get the polished stone here at the quarry, which we could build. We certainly could. Cocoa is useful to us, obviously. Not sure where to get the bugs. Whoops. Not sure where to get the bugs. But folks, I think that is a fine episode. I feel like we got our identity in the last episode, right? As yours truly got a little more familiar and comfortable with the game. And then in this episode, I feel like we took some big strides forward. We created several additional revenue streams, right? The jam. We discovered that you can cook fish. So that's another fun thing to kind of play around with, for sure. Kept consistent with our cookie production. Really took advantage of sell prices. And things are looking good. We have to make $20,000 here in this next week. And it should complete this overall playthrough. And then, of course, we can start up another one. Looks like we have some coal on the field. You love to see that. Shop is looking good with some coal. Let's buy that right now. But we're going to continue our playthrough here in the next episode. I'm going to cut it here. 1 week is a perfect amount of time for a video. So you can expect this series to continue. I've heard your comments. You're digging the game. I'm digging the game too. So why not just keep playing it here on the channel? Let me know if that sentiment changes though, of course. But yeah, this game's fun. And thank you to the awesome subscriber who recommended this game to me. Very much appreciate you. There is also it's like a remastered version of this releasing on Steam, or remixed, remastered. I don't know the exact term that they used. Reimagined maybe. But there's a version of this game. It's the same spirit of this game, just made better, I guess is kind of how they're marketing it. It's on Steam. It's releasing here in 2024. So after we get some playthroughs under our belts of this game, you know, maybe we can transition into the new one. Not sure when it's going to release, but yeah, there's essentially another version of this game that is marketed as better, being released here in, you know, this calendar year. So that's also exciting. But yeah, folks, last thing, again, live stream on Wednesday, Valentine's Day. Understand if you're busy, no problem at all. But stop by the channel, fill out the poll. Let me know what game you want me to play. And if you are available, please stop into the live stream. Otherwise, I will be posting the live stream right on the channel for whatever game we choose to play. I'll be posting it right on the channel for your viewing pleasure. You can check it out when you have a moment to get to it. So I think that's going to wrap everything up. Got some housekeeping stuff out of the way. Got some announcements out of the way. And I think we should probably close with just showing a little gratitude to this awesome community. Thank you so much for all of your support and encouragement. You folks have truly been amazing, and I appreciate you. So with that said, I'm going to get on out of here. Stay tuned for the next video in this fun series here, right here on the channel. And if you're new here, please consider becoming a subscriber. We're all about good vibes, good chill vibes here. If that's your kind of thing, stop on in and join the community. Love to have you. So alright folks, I'm getting on out of here. Thank you so much, and we will catch you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.